Hello, this is Connor Van Alstine. I am sharing my results for the commitment survey self-assessment on page 28 of It's a Mental Thing. So to start off, the first comment said, I consistently demonstrate an unwavering determination to succeed. So on a scale of 1 to 5, I gave myself a 4. I do believe that I do adhere to this most of the time. The only determination that I don't get to succeed sometimes can come from naturally either a lack of energy, a lack of will. Unfortunately, in those situations, sometimes it's out of my control, which could affect the reason why I gave myself a 4 and not a 5. The next one says, I regularly ask coaches to come to practice early, stay late, or work on individual skills with me. I did give myself a 5 on this, mostly because of my relationship with my coaches. It's a very strong relationship. They're very supportive. We don't have any mutual misunderstandings, I guess you could say. So we have a very solid relationship, which is why I gave myself a 5. I consistently engage in behaviors that help me improve as an athlete. I gave myself a 5 there. I'm constantly trying to learn and become a better person, become a better coach, and be a better person for the students and the players for which I teach and coach. So that's why I give myself a 5. I never cut corners in my training. I did give myself a 4. Again, sometimes through limitations like a lack of energy or time. Even sometimes we get so wrapped up in our coaching requirements and expectations that time could just be hard to complete every single task that is thrown our way in the due time that it's asked for. So that's why I give myself a 4. It could be a little better. I consistently set outcome as well as process and performance goals. I do mostly because this is for my own usually practice and training and self-evaluation, which leads to the next question though that says I record my goals and regularly evaluate my progress. I do not do this as well as I would like to. It's mostly the evaluation of them. I do set my goals, but evaluating them is something that I could do a little more consistently and on a regular basis. Next one, I consistently come to practice in a good mood and look forward to training. Gave myself a 5. I'm always prepared, always try to clear my head of negative thoughts and completely gather myself before going to practice so I can set the best example I can for the kids that I'm with. I consistently have a purpose for my training that helps me stay focused. Gave myself a 5. Like I said, I'm always trying to be prepared, always develop my lesson plans at least the day before. Sometimes they do take some rotating and switching around, but gave myself a 5 because I do feel confident in my preparation for those things. Last 2, I'm consistently willing to sacrifice aspects of my life that are detrimental to my performance. I gave myself a 4. Probably not a 5 because sometimes I'm not willing to risk certain things, and maybe I could be a little more risky, I guess you could say, but sometimes I really do focus on one thing and what's going to be better, but I could be a little more open, I guess, to the latter. Lastly, I consistently have a balanced perspective on my sport and life outside sport. I feel like I've got a great positive attitude. I always want to do the right thing. I always enjoy helping others and coaching and teaching them. So I gave myself a 5. Can I improve? Probably, but I'm very happy with where it's at now. Can always be learning, but as long as I stay true to myself and my beliefs and my faith and keep pushing forward, I think I'll be all right. Thanks.